You asked me where I grew up and how. In Eccles Avenue, I was born 1975, so 4, 5, 79, 80. We used to run around all the neighbors' houses and we had different children, so we used to visit different houses. And I have a memory of one of the boys we had a family next door with three siblings, and when I would go over there, there would end up being some level of naked games, right? He was a little older than me, and we'd end up playing around physically, but it was things that he wanted to. I never felt right doing, but because I was small and powerless and didn't know, I kind of went along. And you asked me where these feelings begin. That moment, that's one of the moments where my consciousness kind of separated from reality. I didn't go crazy. I expanded my consciousness into different possibilities of the potential variabilities of me.
And how did that happen?
I went fucking crazy.
You just told me that you were crazy.
No, see, so, man, what happened to you, man? I went mad. I lost my mind, right? But the cracking of the right, you see, that's why it's a dread process. It's scary. It's scary when a version of me cracks and becomes something else, because what I thought I was a show, that's as again as weakness revealed. Who we want to think we are doesn't always match up with who we really are. So when who we really are shows or reveals over who we think we are, or who I think or I want people to think I am, then that creates also a split in a reality that you're trying to, because a lot of people are, I don't know, I can't speak, we're just unconscious. We're going through life and we don't know what we're doing.
Who did you want people to think you were?
Well, I wanted to always believe that that I was competent and professional, and again, always wanted to be better than or known, because everybody, I always had high expectations, so I had to feel like I'm amongst the best all the time. And if not the best, then amongst the best, then I'm nothing. So I just wanted to be seen as somebody who could get a job done.
I used to come home from work, of course, tired, and I had a little routine. I would go and sit down with him in his little living room. He would sleep in this middle room and live in that end room. He had a TV there, and I would watch the news with him, every night, and couldn't talk, so he would hum. He used to hum when he was happy. He would let me know that he was happy. And we had a nice relationship. I was really happy. Yeah. And those little moments that I'd come home and sit with him were kind of special. I don't know how to explain it, but we communicated without talking, And as I say, he would hum and we would smile and he would laugh. And he could laugh and all that, but he couldn't speak, And for a person who was very, he could draw really well, and paint and everything. He was a painter. I did a book on him, so this is not jokey stuff. This book is about him. I did this book. So this is love, right? Expressed. Very good. Both the art and architecture of Anthony C. Lewis. I did this. So that's the truth. The children are the best things that we do together, And of course, my wife, who deserves a lot of the credit or most of it for making this home a cheerful place.
Can you tell me what you love most about your wife?
Well, her innocence. This person loves. She knows how to love. She does anything for anybody, no matter what. Anyway, that's enough of that. Hey, let's talk about something else, man. Go on.
And I'm lying on my stomach now, and I know it's dirt because I'm feeling it in my mouth. And then the first minute somebody said, shoot him in the head. And somebody else said, no, don't shoot him, huh? Don't shoot him. Because they have hunters around here and they will hear the noise. Cut his throat. And somebody put the foot of the back on my back and pulled my head back. And I heard a woman's voice say, cut his throat, cut him like a pig. And they pull, and because my hand's out, I try to push away the hand, but they're on top of me, eh? And I feel the knife is serrated like a bread knife. And they pull it across my throat and they push my head back down. So they pull my head up. And I thought, okay, pretend you're dead. I knew I wasn't dead, eh? I said, pretend you're dead no more. So I don't know why I did it. I said, I don't know why I did that. I figured I must have saw it in a movie. When you're dying, you're supposed to and then they say, let me go. And they jump in the car. And I hear it go, I ran out of gas. Remember, I was going to get gas and put air in the tire. And because they had a lot of cars there, I didn't want to put the gas. I went for the air first. And I hear somebody say, yeah, you have a kill switch on this shit. You have a kill switch. But I'm not thinking, it's only after I realized I ran out of gas. So they say, let me go, yes, let me go fast. That's okay. In my mind, I say, okay, they're going. Then I hear a fella say, that's so-and-so still alive, you know. So another one says, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head. And they say, nah, hunters go hear it. They say, I'll cut it through again. And they come back and they cut me through again. And they say, throw him over the hill. I'd be speculating. I really don't remember how I felt. I remember what I did. I was in survival mode. The media had come down hard on me and were pointing fingers as if I was responsible for her death. It was a great loss. Continues to be a great loss. I miss her. I think of her. There's not a day that goes by. Look around. The only picture I have, and I have had hundreds of women in my life, like KFC, in and out. And if you look, the only picture I have of anybody else besides my children is her. Right? That's her there. I pray for her every day. She was young. And I think her sister really said it, found the perfect words. In her eulogy, she said that Catherine was like a beautiful china cup, fragile, and we didn't know how to handle her with care. And that is so true. I can't judge. Let them judge me. I am not all bad, and I'm not all good. I'm human. I have made some mistakes, and I will continue to make mistakes. But I don't think, Sherry, that I have ever gone out of my way or set out to hurt anybody.
The idea of the bamboo started, a couple of decades ago maybe. And it's interesting how ideas evolve. We borrowed the idea from Pat Bishop, who hung a bamboo a little smaller than this across the ceiling of her home in Woodbrook. She took the idea from her sister, Jillian, who had, as far as I'm aware, the first to use the bamboo and decorate it. Except Jillian had a cat, and the bamboo and the ornaments couldn't survive the cat. So Jillian decided, well, to get it out of the way of the cat, to hang it. And so, and for me, it's fascinating how ideas morph and evolve. So from Jillian's use of the bamboo to Jillian's removal of the bamboo so a cat can't get to it, to Pat's use of a bamboo on a ceiling, and then our derivation of that, which has evolved itself over very many years.
And of course the tree fits in well to the entirety of the house, which, while this is here seasonally, I mean, it's situated around artwork, all local artwork, many of them bishops, but all of them local Trinidadian, if not Caribbean artists. And so it's not devoid, it's not separate to that tapestry. The tree enhances the fact that it's an experience, it's a local experience, it's a local tree.
Among the paintings on the wall is an exhibition that Pat did called Written on Water. And if you think after you finish something, like a piece of music or a wonderful piece of dance, it is what it is in the moment, and then when it's gone, but that it lived in that instant, that ephemerality matters.